Quarter time, Adelaide Crows 3-4-22. Geelong 3 goals 18. Max Stevens has got close to Malcolm Blight. Couldn't get quite so close to Graham Corns. Max, what can you report for us?
Well, Malcolm Blight, Bruce, wants his boys to man up a little more and be first to the ball, and he said if we can carry on that way, we're going to be able to get back into this game. Not that they're out of it just yet. On the other hand, as you said, Graham Corns, we had a little trouble over there. Neil Curley told us that we weren't wanted around the huddle at quarter time.
Max Stevens reporting from the ground. Thanks for that, Max. So Graham Corns should be pretty happy. There's Malcolm Blight with Hinkley and Mansfield.
I think both coaches would be very impressed with the first quarter. Bruce, Don mentioned about the Crows going hard at the football and putting pressure on, and that's what it's all about, Don, really. You know, this footy.
Well, the prerequisite, and a lot of people forget it, is you've got to win the ball. And the Crows want to win the ball, then they'll set it up. If they continue wanting to win the ball, eventually the percentages say we've got to capitalise. And it's a terrific effort by the Crows at the moment because they're not a big side.
Are you impressed with Hodges at full forward?
Well, I am, but I'm also impressed with their forward line because it's a very disciplined forward line. They're giving him plenty of room in which to lead. And the other thing about Hodges, he does chase on occasions. Once or twice there, Neil has got away from him. But on a couple of occasions, he's also got a defensive side, shown he's got a bit of a defence to his game.
I like that number 40, Bruce. I think you said that he's taken Tregenza's place on the wing. Schwert
played well.
And he's done very well. He looks as though he could adapt to the AFL quite nicely.
Hodges, Lindner and Hart the goal scorers, and Scott got 2 and Paul 1 for Geelong.
Incidentally, that Schwert was drafted by the Eagles in 1989, number 78. So that's interesting.
So the Crows to the left, Geelong to the right. Start of the second term, 22-18, first round of the Foster's Cup. Micken doing the ruck work here against Burke. Lindner, who tries to crash and barge his way through, and he's gone for holding the ball, and Couch will get the kick out of the centre.
He's inspired tonight, Lindner. I haven't seen him do that before, race off the square as he did on that occasion.
Not a good result, though. I'm trying to dash through, but he's given the footy up to Couch, to half forward. Oh, good mark by Brownless.
A bit of class about that, Mark.
Well, we know he's a thumping kick. He's 55 to 60 metres out.
Now, that bruise has sprung up too.
Brownless to the goal square. Hooper at the back. Malakalis with him, Lee. Scott has already kicked 2. Misses Bairstow. Buse went without it. Just took his eye off it. McDermott's left foot to centre wing. Jarman outpaced for the moment by Mansfield. Jarman keeps the pressure on. Filkey, the back turn okay. McDermott, Jarman. Good football, Crows. To centre half forward. Klug in the front spot. At the back, Hart. He should give it to him. Decides not to. He's got Lindner. Doesn't go for him. Had Lindner at centre half forward. Hodges cleverly kneeled with him. Kneeled still with him. No free kick. Here's Hart. Should goal. One bounce. And he puts it through. And don't they love it here? It's 4-4 to 3 goals.
And that's Daryl Hart's second goal. As I said earlier, he's not over-endowed with speed, Hart, but he really does know where the ball is going. Has got tremendous anticipation. Good fighting here by Hodges. Nell, good battle. And there he is, running loose, Hart. And his second.
Jarman set that up on centre wing because Mansfield was away with it, wasn't he?
I think you mentioned, Bruce, that he was lacking a yard in pace, but he made up the ground, did the tackle, eventually got the hand pass back from his teammate after doing all the hard work and forced the ball basically into the forward line, and it finished with a goal to Hart. So they're doing pretty well. Buse can't get the ball out. Bairstow maybe around the neck. No, it's not. And the umpire close to the action decides on a bounce, only 2 metres away from the centre circle. So the Crows doing pretty well. The pace of the game, fairly fierce. Bit of aerial stuff there. McDermott, left foot kick. McCrabb over the top. Opportunity now. Lindner off the ground. Is that a goal? It is! So the Crows get the first goal of the second term. Burke, Micken, second goal. Hart got the first. Lindner got the second. They're into attack again. Big punch by Neil. Oh, Lindner nearly had it again. Coming through is Mansfield. Mansfield across centre half back. Kicks it wide to the wing on this member's side. Nearly a mark there to Kelly, was it? And the opportunity for Lindsay to kick into the pocket. A little too high for Hart. Gee, they've got players everywhere. What can Hart do again? He's dogged it. The Crows 6th. Hart gets his 3rd. And Football Park is alive and well. Look at the fans. They're just going absolutely berserk here. And Daryl Hart has led from the front. He's kicked his 3rd.
Well, the start is also coming in the ruck, and that is where Micken is getting the first hand on the ball. Being a left footer, he's upsetting Burke. And he is starting the Adelaide team on the right way by getting the ball running, and the rest of the fellows are then rallying behind.
40-18. Burke and Micken. It's a substantial break. Early days yet. And Geelong has as much to play for tonight as the Adelaide Crows. They will not lie down, these Cats. Bairstow, the champion who went missing last year, towards full forward. No free kick to Scott. In fact, against him. Kelly comes away. Advantage play. Kelly from centre-half back. Lindner the target. Outnumbered McCrabb. Burke. Caught by Filkey. Well played. Couldn't get it away. Jarman with his quick hands. McGuinness has been quiet. The little give was very good. Got to Bairstow, then to Hinkley. Hinkley to half forward. Hocking's got it. Been quiet. He's got Brownless very short. He's got to Bruns about 20 metres away. Goes to the pocket to Scott. Thompson with him. Warhurst to Micken. A lot of his good players in defence to Marshall. He's got Filkey. Will it get to him? It sits now. Goes backwards. Goes to half forward. They've got a paddock here for McDermott. Will it sit? He can go all the way. He can bounce as many times as he like. He'll hit Hodges on the chest. It was wonderful footy. Lace out that.
Now, Hodges is already on the way before McDermott had picked that ball up. He got away, and there was just no way the fullback, Neil could have cut this off.
Important kick here, Don. He really should kick this. High quality full forward from 45 metres, drop punt. And he's missed again.
Well, that's his 4th point.
And that really would have been a beauty for the Crows at 6-5 to 3 goals.
And the goal he kicked was a questionable one, Bruce, in the first quarter. The one that we all thought hit the post, that maybe went over the goal line and the wind brought it back and hit the back of the post. So he may have a perfect score of 5 behinds except for that kick. The kick by Neil comes into the half-back flank area. The Crows have got the numbers. A little flip on. Chance for Filkey. Lovely kick with the left, but he hooked it a little too far, and it's through for a behind. So the Crows are doing all the attacking in this second term. They go on to 6-6. Geelong are 3 goals. And it's a long time between drinks for Geelong. I'd suggest that they kick their 3rd goal about halfway through that first quarter.
Well, they've kicked the last 3 goals for the Crows. It was 3-2 to 3 goals when they kicked it in. To half forward. McGuinness. Plenty of time. Drop punt to the pocket. Hodges again. Well, he's too good at the moment, except he just can't kick a goal. Kicked 1 goal, 4. And the surprising thing there was that McGuinness had a long time to get rid of the football. There was no pressure at all.
I think if I was Malcolm Blight, I'd be making a change at full-back. That occasion, Neil was just too far behind. He's got to tighten up. Excusable when he's on a quick lead, Hodges.
Well, he's just missed again. So 1-5 to Hodges. And it's 13 shots to 3 at the moment.
Don, if you were suggest making a change, who would you put back there?
Shawls.
Neil elects to go to the opposite side, the outer side. Long kick and a good mark taken by Brownless. He's dumped by Lindner as he goes to the ground, but pretty strong, Billy Brownless. The kick long now towards half forward and a good mark taken by Bairstow. And he's done pretty well in the early part of his 1991 campaign, Mark Bairstow. The kick towards centre-half forward, no mark taken, punched away, opportunity for Couch. Over the top of him there was Kelly, and the umpire will call for a bounce. So the Cats probably missing Gary Ablett, do you think, up on that forward line, Don?
Well,
I know it's early to say, but
I don't think they're missing him at this stage because they're not getting the ball down there. When they did get it down there in the first quarter, 3 goals, but they haven't really got the ball down there in the second quarter.
Burke and Micken, Jarman.
To the centre, Hinkley cleverly to Paul.
Should have kicked it, Hinkley.
Didn't look, Paul, when he got rid of it. They're just shell-shocked a bit at the moment. Bairstow with some strength to Mansfield. Can set it up here, but the handball's awful to Hocking.
Well, he hasn't got a right foot, Mansfield. He's a left footer.
Free kick to the Crows.
Yeah, I think Malcolm Blight would have his head in his hands after that little passage of play.
Filkey's kick to Marshall. McDermott's on his own if he wants him. He'll go there now. Bruns will come in late. No mark paid. Gee, worked hard, didn't he, McDermott still. We'll go back to Marshall. Marshall with a hurried kick, not a good one. Burke underneath it. Big fella missed it under some pressure. Hinckley just tries to chip it away, missed everybody. McGuinness, who should run away from Gary Hocking. He's got Couch. Goes back to McDermott, who's getting some kicks to centre half forward. Linden the front spot against McCrabb. McCrabb over the top of him. No free kick to Geelong there. Yes, finally there is. And Stoneham's got it at centre half back.
Gee, they've struggled, the Cats. Stoneham short pass into Bruns, defensive side of centre. Runs up towards the centre circle, kicks it wide of centre half forward. And a great mark taken out there by Brownless. And Don, you're impressed.
My word, that was a 2-on-1 situation, and that was great effort by Brownless.
Brownless kicks to within goal scoring distance. No mark there for the Cats. They've got an opportunity here. Poole, can he get his right foot to the ball? He does. And he kicks it into the pocket. The mark is taken by Thompson. So Thompson for the Crows in the back pocket. Will kick it back outside 50 metres. Up high, over the top there was Maynard. Couldn't take the mark. Now a kick there for Geelong by Stoneham, was it? Stoneham's kick in a hurry.
He's a better player than that, Stoneham.
And, well, Don, you've mentioned it really was a shocking kick in the finish.
Thompson from the back pocket. Micken the target. Burke at the back. Lindsay. Gee, did that well. Filkey's had 100 touches. Well, I don't know if Maynard was ready for it, but he's got it now. Again towards Hodges. It sits. Didn't take it. Neald interfered with by his own player. Klug's handball to McGuinness is very good. He's got the pace to go. Right foot. It goes through. It's another one.
So back in the centre. And the fans have really enjoyed this early part. Bruns tackled but got his foot to the ball. Mark taken by Maynard. So their defence is working pretty well. There's a few unfashionable looking characters back there, but gee, they're effective. Klug pushes Schultz out, and Schultz will take the free kick at centre half back for Geelong.
Well, they're prepared to hassle, Ian, and they're really putting a lot of duress and a lot of pressure on the Geelong fellows when they've got the ball. Consequently, the kicks are not going where they're supposed to, and they're going high, and that gives them an opportunity.
Punch goes back towards centre half back. Tony McCallis shrugs the tackle and then gets the kick away back towards centre half forward. No mark taken. Maynard, one of the unfashionable ones. This time handballs to Smart and around the neck to Smart, and he runs away. Poor marking by Geelong. Goes to give the hand pass, then kicks it, and from a fairly well standing start, kicks it 50 metres, but Burke takes the mark at centre half back for Geelong.
And Lindner's going off, and he's going straight up the race, so obviously there's something wrong with him. Medical men are in hot pursuit, and coming on is that Eddie Hocking, the interchange specialist.
Jarman just taps it forward to Marshall, who goes to ground, wants a free kick, won't get it. Chance here now for Schwert. Been quieter in this quarter. The gift to Jarman. His hands are quick to Lindsay. A high one. Hodges is outnumbered. Too far for McGuinness. Hocking versus Hocking. They hit one another. It was Eddie and Gary. McDermott, well played. Did it beautifully to Micken with a high one to the goal square. Hodges again outnumbered. It sits. Kelly, well played though by Hinckley. Hocking's handball. Filkey gave it away in a hurry to Kelly. Run down. Good play by the Cats there. They were under pressure and they got away with it. The kick to centre wing. A floater. And it'll run out of play. And they stood firm there against the tide.
They're still interested in the handball, Geelong. In a pressure game like this, better to get it on your boot. McCrabb on that occasion got it and looked for a handball, but then decided, no, I'll go long kick.
Micken over the top. Hooper in there. McDermott, he works very, very hard. Jarman and Kelly goes back to Hocking. Hocking gets the hand pass away to Micken. Micken's left foot kick. Inside 50. Hodges, good punch away by the Geelong defence. Opportunity now for Mansfield. He's well caught. Brilliantly caught there for the Crows by Schwert. And he's rewarded with a free kick. So Mansfield, a youngster. No excuses because there's a few youngsters in the Crows lineup. He'll kick from just outside 50 metres. Long drop punt kick into the square. Punched away by the strong Geelong defence there. And it's over for a rush behind to the Crows.
And Poole has gone off for Geelong. And Exel is going onto the wing.
Max, what's the situation with Bruce Lindner?
Well, Bruce, he's just come back out of the rooms, and it appears, according to the doctors, the Adelaide Crow doctors, he has a slight problem with his hamstring. However, it's not that much of a worry, and he should be back on the ground shortly.
Well, it's 15 shots to 3. Lindsay almost. Marshall. Back to Lindsay. High one. Hodges one out. Getting back Schultz to help out Hodges almost. Klug had to wait for it. Didn't do all that well. Malakalis did very well to Neeld, who got rid of it in a hurry. The give by Hart was good. McGuinness's shot, he really could have done better.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the handball. It came out quickly from Neeld. He could have kicked the ball. Anyway, it finished up in McGuinness's hands and nearly a major.
There's Lindner with the slight hamstring, as Matt Stevens told us. But, Robbo, they've had 16 shots to 3. They should be 10 goals in front.
And they've played very well, Bruce. Yes, they've got the ball in the front of the goals. Just a little bit of bad luck with their goal scoring. And the main offender there, Hodges, who's kicked 1 goal 5. Gary Hockey, a quick kick out of the pack, goes back towards the wing. And the mark is taken back there by Lee. Lee kicks it back towards full forward. Hodges. Geelong getting back there a little bit better now to help out the fullback Neeld. Ball comes wide. Opportunity for Devlin. He's caught. Gets the handball to McCrabb. Goes out to Tony Malakalis. They need a lift around the packs, the Cats. Malakalis it is. The kick towards centre-half forward. No mark taken. Now a chance for Scott. Scott's long kick. It may bounce through. It's right up into the goal line, but it goes through for a behind. And the fans here, ironic cheers, because it's Geelong's first score.
And Mansfield
since well in the first term.
Mansfield off for Geelong, and coming back on, Stephen Hocking.
Just had a shot at Negri. That's a poor kick by Warhurst. Bruns can make him pay with a drop punt. And he looks like he has. And
Neville Bruns, who has just kicked Geelong's 4th goal. Very, very importantly, getting plenty of water splashed over his face. Very hot conditions out here this evening. Hart just gets a little kick to it to the advantage of Hocking. Hocking outside 50. Left foot kick into the pocket. Good mark. Excellent mark taken by Schultz. He runs across at the goal front. Kicks it into the opposite pocket. The mark is taken by Hinkley. He's still looking to give it off. The hand pass is okay to Gary Hocking. Gary Hocking now kicks it over the centre wing. There's no one home for Geelong, and the mark is taken by Maynard for the Crows between wing and half-back. Maynard's high drop punt kick goes back towards half-forward. High flyer at the back. Nearly took the grab was Klug. Kick off the ground by Gary Hocking. Goes to Buse. He's caught with the football. Goes after it again. Runs away with it now, and the short pass could be okay. The mark is taken wide at half-back by Exel.
Well, there's a high five by Klug, but he's not getting enough kicks at centre-half forward at the moment. Schultz doing the job on him. Exel to centre wing. A bit of a push and shove. Off the ground by Bairstow. And the Cats have got a chance if they can kick another 1 or 2 before half-time. You just get the feeling that they're right back in this.
I'd like to see Geelong play Exel up in the forward line. He has kicked goals at full forward. Maybe get their ruckman to change off the bench.
Stoneham using his body. Gets a quick kick away, only as far as Lindsay to McGuinness. His hurry kick, Exel. And going to ground, Kelly. Hinkley, he's had a lot of touches. Exel. High one to centre-half forward. They have to sit. Schwert takes the mark. He's been a winner on his wing. Bruns against him. Schwert looks for Klug. Missed by Hooper at the back. McCrabb. Little give to Exel. Filkey just sweats on him, so does Jarman. They want a free kick. Jarman scoops it out to Klug. He's got Hart inside of him. Could have gone to him. Goes to Hodges.
It's hard for a full-back when there's so much space in front of the full forward, and Hodges is an exceptional lead, and there is going to be a 50... No, only a 10-metre penalty. No, 50-metre. He's going to pull him right back.
And he gets the opportunity to kick from right in front, no angle. Is this a new rule, Bruce?
Well, I guess he's only 30 metres out, so he's brought him right up and straightened him up, and he's kicked the goal.
So Negri doing the ruck work now. Up against Hooper. Bairstow. Kick off the ground there by Lee. Goes through Felke. After it there goes Kelly. Opportunity for Lee. Lee just gets his foot to the ball. They're in attack again. Smith, will it sit? Oh, he could have grabbed it. Bad mistake, no talking. Neal comes clear and kicks it short to half-back. They'll go into attack again, the Crows. Felke, handball. Jarman under pressure. So are the Cats at half-back. Klug gets the handball out. Couch, with time to steady, gets his left foot to the ball, kicks it high back into the centre. There's no one home. Lindsay misses a sitter. Gary Hocking gathers the football beautifully, delivers the handball long to Brownless, and Brownless goes for goal with a long drop punt kick and pulls it, missing to the left.
Well, that was a deliberate shot by Brownless, because he really did steady to make sure of it.
And a brilliant setup by Gary Hocking's magnificent handball.
Marshall from Warhurst. Hocking will be the target. It's got him at centre wing. Negri is loose if he wants him. Klug the target now. Schultz against him. Klug with Negri inside of him. Can't get rid of it. Now Negri in the pocket. A floater. Hodges sitting down. Maynard. Snap. Goal. Hits the post. Maynard, the centre half back, coming right up the ground. They can't believe it here, the Crow fans, but it's 8-10 to 4-2. 18 shots to 6, 57 to 26.
Neither could I. When you said Maynard, I had to have a second look, Bruce. Kneeled. Long kick from the full-back position. Wide to half-back, and a great mark taken by Smith. He's inspired. Kick into the man on the mark. Now a shot by Kelly. Long kick. Crows fans on their feet, and it's another goal. Pugnacious-looking young fellow is Kelly. And there's another man who's dead set keen to get at the pigskin. Negri, the ruckman. Hooper beats him for it. Coming through is Schwert. The ball still at the centre. Gary Hocking tries to get it clear. He can't. Now McGuinness. Desperate stuff by the acting captain. The kick to a vacant half-forward area. The race is on between Hocking. Number 25 for Geelong there is Devlin. It's close to the boundary line. Devlin goes back after it again. Gathers it nicely. Short pass is okay. And the mark is taken by Bairstow. The Crows fans looking for the free kick. Bairstow from centre half-back. Kicks it back into the centre. The marking contest. A good punch from behind. There by Smart. The ball comes back towards Marshall.
Oh, free kick.
It could have nearly been a free kick. Negri. Now Stephen Hocking. Tony Malakalis. A quick kick out of the pack. Up towards full forward. No mark. Lindsay working overtime. Gets it to Lee. Lee's got support, but Brownless kicks the ball away from Warhurst. Out there wide is Couch, but desperate stuff by Lee. And the inspired Crows combination are holding up well against the Geelong attacks. There's Trevor Poole on the bench there for Geelong. And he's had an interesting first half. He did kick the Cats' first goal, though.
38 points the margin. Thompson still in play. Hughes. Gary Hocking with a high one. Brownless the target as always. Warhurst at the back. Negri. Well, the give wasn't good. McGuinness had the skill to get it. Brownless runs him down. Quick kick by McGuinness. Jarman, who we saw his brother make his debut for Hawthorn last Wednesday night in a spectacular display. Devlin with the height against Hocking.
Should have punched it on that occasion. Devlin tried to mark from behind.
And out of bounds. I think that's what they were calling for the last time when Hocking was against Devlin. Centre wing. 3 minutes remaining. It's a big lead for the Crows. The quick give by Hocking didn't go anywhere. Now Eddie Hocking. 3 Hockings out there. 1 for the Crows and 2 for the Cats. McCrabb. High left foot. Malakalis underneath it. Smart, or rather Smith comes in late. Nice give by Buse to Malakalis from centre wing. Couch the target. Lindsay against him. Brownless. Warhurst, or his Burt rather. Negri with a drop punt towards centre wing. Little Hocking has to go against 3 Cats.
They've got some numbers now, Geelong. Stephen Hocking feeds it off to Bruns. Bruns goes for the torpedo punt kick. It slews off the side of his boot. Nearly taking the mark there was Kelly. Bairstow could have been nearly around the neck. No, play on. Lindsay shares it with McDermott, who in turn goes to McGuinness, and McGuinness is kicked to half forward. Nearly the mark to Smith. Could have been paid. McCrabb, very dour in defence, and the free kick may go down the field against Darren Smith, and it will go to Geelong's player in there in Devlin. Devlin backwards of the centre circle onto the left foot. the kick towards half forward, and Brownless takes a one-hander and makes it look easy against young Smart. Brownless's kick in towards full forward. No mark. Oh, strong play.
Thompson.
Good play there by the Crows defender. Goes straight up the centre.
That's better.
Coming clear now, McCrabb. McCrabb's kick towards centre half forward. 2-on-1 at nearly a Geelong mark, and it has been paid to Damien Burke. Crows fans really not happy with that one. Bruce, what do you think?
What am I, Ian?
You're a very honest commentator, and I could say that you'd be looking at this with fair eyes.
I thought Negri got his hands on the footy at the same time as Burke. Burke came down with it. I would have played play on.
Play on, or maybe a ball up, but Burke has it, 30 metres out. Drop punt kick, looks pretty good from here. Goal umpire signals a goal.
Just over a minute remaining in this first half, and it's 64-32. Double the score at this stage. Negri up against Hooper. Bairstow in the centre couldn't take it. Schwert has to go backwards. Smart. High one round his body. Smith should take it. McCrabb will come in late. Did well. Bruns was able to feed it. Quick kick by Bruns back towards centre wing. Schwert tapped it away for Lee. To Schwert. They can set it up here. Marshall, the loose man. He went to Hocking now. Marshall, the Gibbs. Very good. Marshall's a very strong kick normally. He goes to Hodges at centre half forward. About 3 against him. McGuinness, high right footer. Hinkley back and takes a good mark.
It's good play by McGuinness to get underneath Hodges, realising there was a 3-on-1.
Cats are doing...
The ball was going to come to ground, and that's roving.
Don, the Cats are doing well to get those 3 back in a hurry on Hodges every time he goes for it. Negri, Jarman, Marshall goes to ground. Hocking with some pace. Well, he's only 35 metres out. Drop punt, and he misses. So that would have really made it tough for Geelong. It's 5-2 to 9-11.
He has got blistering pace, that Eddie Hocking.
Neild will kick the ball back into play for the Cats. Their defence has been working overtime in this second term. At quarter time, the Crows have kicked 3-4. There's the siren to end the second term. So you can now gauge that the Crows completely dominated that second term, and their fans are on their feet clapping their charges off the ground. At half-time, the Crows lead 9-11 to Geelong 5-2.